Hello guys, welcome to my channel once again. To my wonderful babies that are preparing for common entrance, I hope you've been engaging yourself with my videos. Like I've always said for the top flyers, now you feel you're ready. Pause, solve before you play to confirm whether you're right or wrong. Thank you. Today bringing series 10 as the exam is far approaching, containing NTIC questions and also Loyola questions and then few other entrants. So enjoy it. Don't forget, it has been categorized into 3 sections: the simple, the medium, and the hard. Go through it and then let's start. For the simple stage, question 1 says, what is the perimeter of a square with area of 900 cm squared? The formula for area of a square is L squared. Now they give you the area to be 900 and you're looking for just length, because without the length you can't find the perimeter. So you take the square root to eliminate the square on the L. So if I take the square root of both sides, L will give me square root of 9 is 3, 100 is 10, so square root of 900 is 30. Now I have my length to be 30, but don't forget the question is perimeter, and the formula for perimeter is 4L. So your answer will be 4 times 30, and that will give you 120. Never forget your units, and the answer is C. Moving on to question 2. The price of a pair of shoes is reduced from 1,100 to 1,050 naira and 50 kobo. So let's find the reduction by subtracting 1,050 naira 50 kobo from 1,100. 1,100.00. Alright, so when you subtract 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 5 not possible, so you have to go all the way from here to borrow and move it there, turn it to 10, borrow from 10 again, turn it to 9, borrow, turn it to 9, and it comes here as what? 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. And the rest are 0. So this is what's for selling shoes. So that is the total 12 multiply 12. So 49 naira 50 kobo, and when you want to multiply you can just decide to ignore this 0 for simplicity. Times 12. 2 times 5 is 10, 0 carry 1. 2 times 9 is 18 plus 1, that's 19, carry 1. 2 times 4, 8 plus 1, you have 9. 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 4 is 4. And when you add up, you have 0, 9 plus 5, that's 14, carry 1. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1, that's 9, that's 19, carry 1, 1 plus 4, you have a 5. Don't forget it's a naira. Don't forget now this is 1 DP. So go back to the answer and move it inward. So your answer is 594, which is option B. Moving on to question 3. A car moves at an average speed of 120. So that is the speed. Take note of your information. We have a speed as 120 kilometers per hour. How many kilometers? So we're looking for distance. Does it cover in 50 minutes? So the time they give us as 50 minutes, but looking at the speed is in kilometers per hour. You have to change the time to hour. So to change minute to hour, just divide by 60, and that is it. So you have 5/6 hours. So you have all the information necessary. Then you can state the formula for distance, which is speed times time. You have speed as 120, time as 5/6, 6 here 1, 6 here is 2, 0, 0, and when you multiply you have 100. And that is it, 100 kilometers. So your answer is A. Moving on to number 4, simplify. Distribute the exact number beside the bracket. Use it to open the bracket. And how does it work? 3 multiply where's my pen? So 3 multiply A and also 3 multiply 2B. And when you get to this point to -6, they are together, multiply 2A, -6 again, multiply negative B. So let's go. 3 times A, you have 3A, plus 3 times 2B, you have 6B. The plus 3A, just write it. It has no effect on any of the brackets. So -6 times 2A, that's -12A. -6 times -B, you have a positive 6B. And then look at all the A's. Deal with them separate, then the B's, deal with them also separate. So let's go with the A's. We have 3A plus 3A, that's what? 6A. 6A minus 12A, that will give you minus 6A. Then for the B, 6B plus 6B, that will give you plus 12B. And that is it. If you look at the option, B is our answer. Moving on to question 5. What is the smallest number by which 126 must be multiplied so that its product is a perfect square? You just divide by prime numbers, starting from the least, if the least can go. 2 can go because the number ends with even number. So 2 in 12 is 6. 2 in 6 is 3. Now 2 cannot go, but I know 3 can go. 3 in 6, you have 2. And 3 in 3, you have 1. 3 can still go again. 3 in 21, you have 7. And 7 here, you have 1. And look at it, 3 is complete. It's perfect because you can pair it. But you need one more 2. You also need one more 7. So meaning what you need to multiply with this expression to make it a perfect square is 2 times 7, which will give you what? 14. So your answer is C. Let's move on to the medium stage. For the medium stage, question 6 said, what is the volume of the shape below if the area of the shaded portion is 12 meters squared? And then if you look at the image, they give us the length of the object to be 24. And then looking at the shape again, it is a prism. And then volume of all prism is written as base area times height. And in the question, they give us the base area, the whole of this, to be 12 meters squared. 12 meters squared times 24, which is the height. This is the height. 24 meters. So you just multiply. You can just do this 12 times 2. What did I do? I broke 24 down into 12 times 2. So that I can easily see 12 times 12, 144 times 2, 288. So you have 288. Meter squared times meter, that's meter cube. So our answer to this question is what? A. Moving on to question 7. 14 goats at 25,500 naira each are worth the same as 120 chickens. What is the cost of a chicken? Okay, so what you need to do is to find the total for the 14 goats. So for 14 goats, since each is what? 25,500. So for 14 goats, it will be 14 times the cost of one, which is 25,500. Then this is what? To find cost of chicken divided by the number of chicken, which is 120, because you're spending the same amount for 120 chickens. Now let's reduce. 0 cancel 0. I can see 2 can go here. 6, 2 here, you have 7. Now let's use 6. 6 here, 1. 6 in 25, that is 4, remainder 1. 6 in 15, that is 2, right? Remainder 3. And 6 in 30, that is 5. So we're left with 7 times 425 naira. And 7 times 5 is 35, carry 3. 7 times 2, 14, plus 3, that's 17, carry 1. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 1, that's 29. So looking at this, our answer is option D. Moving on to question 8. How many centimeter cube are there in 1 meter cube? Start from the basis. Knowing 1 meter equal to what? 100 centimeter. Now they are talking about cube. So all you do is to cube both sides. And when you cube both sides, this will give you 1 meter cube. And this will give you 100 times 100 times 100. Don't stress yourself. You're multiplying the same 100 3 places. So meaning you have 6 zeros, and that's 1 million cm cube. So the answer is D. Moving on to question 9. A company buy a newspaper every day in 30-day month when the price was 200 per copy. That means what the company is spending for a month when the price was 200 will be 30. Will be 30 times 200. Take that. Let's note that. So we're done with the first statement. Now, the second statement said, when the price of a newspaper increased to 250 per copy because of inflation, how many days in the same month will the copy or will the company be without a newspaper if it is to spend the same amount of money? So this is what they want to spend. When even after the increment, they still want to spend the results we get from 30 times 200. And if that is their total, divided by the cost of a copy now, and the cost of a copy is 250. So 0 cancels 0. 5 here you have 5. 5 here you have 4. 5 here you have 1. 5 here you have 6. So when you multiply 6 times 4, you have 24. So this is for 24 days. And before, look at it, the newspaper could last them for 30 days when the price was 200 naira. So the question is, how many days will the company be without a newspaper? So 30 minus 24, that will be your answer. 30 minus 24. So you have what? 6 days. So 6 days they will be without paper. Moving on to question 10. The mark price of an air condition is 45,000 naira. That was then those days. What will be the cash price if the discount is 12 whole number 1/2%? So the cash price is originally you're supposed to pay 100. Now they gave you a discount of 12.5%. So meaning what you're paying now will be what you ought to pay before, 100. Then take away the 12, let's put just 25%. Are we good? Then times the original amount, which is 45,000. So this is just the expression. Now 100 minus 12, that's how I do my, you can even do 100 minus 10, that's 90, minus 2, that's 88, minus 0.5, that's what? 87.5. Then percentage means over 100. Then times, you have 45,000. Now 2 zeros cancel 2 zeros. Because this 0, I can cancel the 0 and move the decimal point forward. So meaning what I have left is 875 times 45. 5 times 5, 25, carry 2. 5 times 7, 35 plus 2, 37, carry 3. 5 times 8, 40 plus 3, 43. So I'm done with this extra. 4 times 5, that's 20, carry 2. 4 times 8, 4 times 7, rather 28 plus 2, 30, 0, carry what? 3. 4 times 8, that's 32. 32 plus 5. So you have 5, 7, 3, 9, and 3. So you have 39,375. So your answer is option A. Moving on to the art section, don't forget, pause if you feel you're good to go. Solve it and press play before you confirm whether you're right or wrong. All right, so here we are asked to find x over 7 equal to y over 3 equal to z over 5. Then x plus y plus z is equal to over z is equal to what? All right, so I will start by distributing the denominator to each of the numerator. So meaning you have x over z plus y over z plus z over z. So this will give me x over z plus y over z, and this will give me 1. So I'm just looking for the first two expression, which is x over z and then y over z. All right, we can pair these two together just to find, then later we'll pair these two to find the second expression. So if I pair the first two together, I have x over 7. Watch me closely with how I'm going to solve this. Z over 5. Then the next two, that will be y over 3 equal to z over 5. Now I'm going to, we're used to cross multiply, but I want to teach you another method. Since I'm looking for x over z, I'm just going to switch this. That is what I'm going to do, so that I have x over z, then 7 go there, that'll be 7 over 5, and I'm done. Anywhere I see this, I replace it with what? 7 over 5. Same thing, I'm going to switch the numerator and the denominator on the other side. So it will give me y over what? Z equal to 3 goes up, 3 over 5. And I've gotten the expression for what I'm looking for. So x over z is 7 over 5 plus y over z is 3 over 5 plus 1. And then if you know what you're doing, well, because we have the same denominator, easily we can just find the LCM, and that will give you 7 plus 3. Don't forget this plus 1. 10 plus 5 plus 1, and that's 2 plus 1, and your answer is 3. So my number 11 is C. Moving on to question 12. Question 12 said a company breaks 15% of 400 egg during transportation. Okay, let's call that break 1 or transport. So they broke 15%, that's 15 over 100 times 400. Let's cancel out. And 4 times 15, I think that's 60. So what is left will be 400 minus 60, and that will give you 340. That's statement 1. Then I say, and 20% of the rest during packing. They broke again another set. That's during packing. 20%, that's 20 over 100 times 340. 0 cancel 0. The second 0 cancel this. And then 2 times 4 is 8. Times 3 is 6. Alright. So the question now is what is the percentage of the unbroken? So we have to find the unbroken. So the unbroken will be what we have before minus 68, and that will give you borrow 1, 3, 1, that's 2, borrow 1, 2, 1, 13, minus 6, that's 7, and this is 2. All right, so this is the unbroken. So if I'm looking for percentage of the unbroken, which is what we have to find, that will be 272 out of the total, which is 400, right? Times, to change anything to percentage, 100%. So 2 zeros cancel 2 zeros. Let's see if 4 can go directly. 4 here, 1, 4. Here we have 6. That's 24, 24, 24. Remainder 3. 4 in 32, that's 8. So we have 68%. So your answer is D. Moving on to question 13. There are 4 times as many boys as girls. So that means the boys are more. So the boys were told that 4 times as what? Girls. So if I want to set a proportion as regards B ratio boys ratio girls. Sorry, boys ratio girls. It will be if the girls are G, then this will be 4G. Asserted. The first statement. The second statement I said 10 boys and 10 girls leave the room. So if they leave the room, what I have there now is 4G minus 10. The other ratio will be G minus 10. And as a result of leaving, they said then there will be 7 times boys as the girls. So the new ratio now, as a result of 10 people leaving, will now be 7:1. 7 times as the girls. You can turn it to fraction, but because of exam strategy, you cannot afford to waste time, so you can just cross multiply. So 7 multiply G minus 10, and that will give you 7G. 7 times 10, you have minus 70, equal to 1 times the expression on the other side still remain. That's 4G minus 10. Move 4G to the other side, so you have 7G. Any sign that crosses equal sign changes, and then move 70 to the other side, negative 70, so it turns positive 70 minus 10, and that will give you 3G equal to 60. Divide both sides by 3, then G will give you 20. So I know the number of girls now to be 20, original number of girls. Let's see the final statement. They said in total how many boys and girls. So we have found girls, and then this is the number of boys. So if girls are 20 in numbers, then boys from the first statement 4 times. So that will be 4G, 4 times 20, that will give you 80. So the total that you're looking for will be the addition of these two, and that will give you 100. So my answer is A. Moving on to question 14. There are 4 prime numbers written in ascending order. The product of the first 3 is 195. Without wasting much of our time, 165. Divide by prime number. Add this number together, that will give you 12. That means 3 can go. 3 in 16, that will give you 5 remainder 1. 3 in 15 again 5, then use 5, 11, use 11, you have 1. So I've expressed the first 3 as 3 times 5 times 11. And they went for that, they say, and that of the last 3. So the last 3 is 9, 3, 5, that's a product. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest? They gave us a clue. They said there are 4 numbers, and I've gotten 3, 5, 11. So I'm 100% sure that 5, 11 is part of this other number, 5. Here you have a 1, remainder 4. You have 5 in 43, you have 8, remainder 3. 5 in 35, that's 7. Again, I'm 100% sure that 11 can go. Why? Because they said 4 prime number, and I've gotten 3. So it's just the last one I'm looking for. Here, 11 here, you have 1, remainder 7. 11 is 77, you have what? 7. So you use 17 now, that's 1. So the numbers are 3, 5, 11, and 17, because you're not going to repeat those 2 because they're already here. And they're asking for the difference between the largest, which is 17 minus 3. That will give you 14. Beautiful. So this is it. Wow, the last one. How many missing addend are there in the expression? You have 3, 5, 7, 9. If you notice, these are a bunch of odd numbers. So this is the calculation for this. Pick the number immediately after the missing minus before the missing, divide it by 2, then take 1 from it. That will give you the total number that is missing in the middle. That's the simplest way for exam strategy. You have 67 minus 13 divided by 2, then minus 1. You're good to go. 7 minus 3, you have 4. 6 minus 1, you have 5 divided by 2, minus 1. 2 in 5, you have 2, remainder 1. 2 in 14, you have 7, minus 1. That will give you what? 26. And that is it. You can try that within the first 3, within the first 4, just to confirm my method. Wow. We have come to the end of our series 10. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, like, share, put a comment that is helping. For my ACT students, I'm coming strong for you guys. Let me just help this ones or this babies. The exam is just far approaching. Like I said, they have NTIC on the 1st, they have James Hope on the 8th, and they have a Loyola on the 15th. So it's back to back for them, and that's why the focus has always been on them for now. Thank you, and then share to loved ones. See you in our next series. Bye for now.